Next, Dr. SANITHA, Medical Director of Vettam Hospital, Molandurthi. She's specialized in pediatric ophthalmology. She'll be talking about how to build a smart hospital practice.
Okay, so this talk is about building a smart hospital. So we know that healthcare today is at crossroads. We have a lot of cost involved in healthcare, a lot of intrinsic complexities, and access to healthcare definitely has improved, which means there are more players in the marketplace. There is a lot of competition, and then patients are also very knowledgeable these days because they are well read and they have a lot of information about the disease and also even the marketing part. So there are a lot of challenges to run a hospital nowadays, and then it's very important that there is a balance. There should be a balance between quality and cost, and which is very delicate, and at the same time you cannot compromise on quality, but you cannot overspend also because it's not very sustainable as such. So an hospital is always a team. It's not one person, and a lot of people are involved in and a lot of hard work is involved in taking it forward every day. So I'll be talking about, I understand that we are all putting a lot of hard work into running an institution, whatever capacity we are in, be the medical director or the consultant or another staff. But it's time to think about doing some smart work because it solves many problems. And basically that is the premise of smart hospital. Smart hospital basically uses data and technology to enhance the quality of work, to improve patient experience and also the job satisfaction of those employees there. So we know technology has changed. It's a great game changer. All these things are now nostalgic memories, but now all these are we got in a very compact smartphone with which all these functions can be done. And life has changed and workplace also should change. I know that most of the places it has changed tremendously, but again, all these hard copies of discharge summaries, prescriptions, medical records, all these result in a lot of traffic and unwanted waiting time, lot of problems in the hospital. Now, we have to use technology, and again, like a smartphone, we should have it in control in a more compact way at our fingertips. So, first point which I would like to talk about in this regard is digitalization. I understand that most of the hospitals in our country have shifted to a digital platform through EMRs, EHRs, or are in the process of transition. So this is one of the EMRs which I use in my hospital. It's called Site EMR, no financial interest. You can have all the hospitals or all the in which you are associated with, and I can have this everything in my smartphone, and right now I can know the status of my hospital now. So this is our dashboard. We can understand how many patients have turned up, what are your appointments, which all days, how many patients are scheduled for appointments, and what is the touch time, wait time, what is your sales conversion rate in the opticals, in the pharmacy, surgery. And again, this is our patient wait queue. Again, you can, this icon indicates that this patient is being checked by the optometrist. And again, one patient here is ready to be picked by the consultant. Again, you can have a time measurement also. Yellow indicates that this patient has just crossed 15 minutes, and red indicates that he has been waiting for some 30 minutes. So this 15 and 30 actually we can actually set up it can be customized. So we all have patients with chronic diseases like diabetic retinopathy, with glaucoma, walking in with a lot of medical records, perimetry, OCT, prints are not visible, and they have through the decades. So we can actually store them in our EMR, and when the patient comes, we can have all the records if you can insert So that is also a very important tool. I found it very handy. And you can have graphs like this. This is the patient count statistics. At this visual display, you can actually see how many patients are turning up in 1 month. You can calculate the wait time. The software calculates the wait time and touch time. Touch time is the time in which the patient is engaged with the consultant or with the optometrist or doing investigations. Wait time is the time the patient is sitting idle without any of this. So actually you can have a plot of all this if you, with the help of a good EMR. And this is a very interesting graph which I would like to share with you. This is the top 5 diagnoses. So I can actually have a record of top diagnosis coming into my OPD for 1 month, 1 year. And this helps us to predict some trends even. Like viral conjunctivitis, it was so rampant these days. I can tell you that how many patients in each month, where is the dip, where is the peak, all this, if you get a graph like this. And also the revenue of your hospital in different departments can be plotted like this. So this is another interesting graph. Here you can see that this is the patient traffic. So from just a look at this will tell me that my hospital is a little, less busy between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Uniform, this is a trend. So if I'm planning, ultimately we are planning for a appointment-based system. So if I need to give an appointment for a patient, I can use this slot for the appointment, which creates a more uniform distribution of patients and better quality care without much of a rush. So many such features are available through digitalization. And one of the major problems in all the hospitals is the appointment, at the inquiry or at the registration, you will have a lot of people waiting. And you should try to change it through a proper appointment system. It could be online, WhatsApp based, or directly through the website. And also you can have, in bigger hospitals, you can have appointment kiosk like you have in your airports or railway stations. So all this would help the patient have a better experience at our hospital. The second thing which I would like to talk about is the Internet of Things. This is a technology which is widely used in many other fields, and even in medical field, ophthalmology also, it's being put to use in many ways. So basically this is a meshwork of internet-based things that share data with each other. Suppose you have a device and a sensor connected to a device. You have a high-speed internet, and all the information of this device is transferred to your smartphone. This is a very handy thing, and it can be very useful in many of the scenarios which we see in our direct hospital practice. So you can have multiple continuous streams of data which record in real time. And also you can use this for retrospective analysis as well. This is a monitor in OT which shows the temperature, humidity, all those things. Through a Wi-Fi, if I can get in my smartphone, so I have a more controlled situation. I know if there is a alert, if there is an alarm, I can understand that something has gone wrong, and I can actually attend to that. But if it is not there, I have to go there physically. I have to monitor the staff there. It creates a lot of labor. So similarly, I need a service of a ward boy. This ward boy is missing most of the things. We cannot call him, he's not reachable. In these situations, if he has a wearable gadget attached to his badge or something, we can locate the patient, locate the staff, and demand the service. So of course there are ethical issues, but this is also a possibility. For a very simple thing, this is a sanitizer, and at one of the stations, it is just going to get finished. If you have a sensor attached to that sanitizer bottle, and if it is able to show you the critical limit, that you will get an alert in your smartphone saying that the sanitizer at this particular station will be finished by today, and refill. So that makes our work very much easier, and it has a lot of applications in real-time traffic assessment, zone mapping, even pilferage, theft, surgical workflow analysis, air quality monitoring, which was very important during the COVID time, and tracking repair and maintenance. So this is about IoT, or Internet of Things. Third one, I would like to talk about data analytics. I think I have already explained these two graphs. One thing, it provides opportunity for improved insights, helps in human resource management, supply chain management, and remote medicine or telemedicine. Dr. Matthew will be talking about this particular topic in detail. So personally for me, a smart hospital is also a green hospital. Green hospital does not simply mean that you have some greenery around, you have some potted plants inside. It is much more than that. We are talking about energy efficient systems, we are talking about renewable sources like solar or some other thing, and using sustainable materials, reducing wastage, using lean systems, making better use of natural light, proper ventilation, ergonomic positions for your staff. Such little things, but small things, but if you attend to them properly, they are going to be a big asset. If you don't attend to them, it will create problems. Sometimes you may not even realize what the problem is. And also about waste reduction. So just one slide, I think this will convey the message. Single phaco surgery, anywhere in the world, I mean, generally, the carbon footprint of a single phaco surgery is 35 kilograms of carbon dioxide equivalent of greenhouse gas emission. This is equivalent to the distance which I have traveled from my place. It's maybe from Kottayam to this convention center. If you are driving a car, that creates the same greenhouse emission, or it is the carbon dioxide emission equivalent to a typical person for 1 week. So this is a single phaco surgery costing us this much kind of carbon dioxide emissions and ecological problems. So we are doing lots and lots of cataract surgeries in one day in India. So we have a responsibility to attend to it. So in US, the average waste per surgery is much higher, but Arvind Eye Hospital have come up with a good model, and they are actually able to reduce the carbon dioxide emissions through different methodologies. There are detailed literature regarding that. I hope that all of us also can make small changes in this regard, because cumulatively it creates an impact. So benefits of a smart hospital, of course, it increases operational efficiency, reduces physical, this donkey kind of work, and we are able to focus more on patient care. And for patients, it reduces the waiting time. They get better quality of care, smoother process, and altogether it makes a better patient experience. There are barriers, but basically there are barriers in any change, whether it is NABH accreditation or some other whatever. So as a team, you can always get through these barriers, but basic thing is you have to reinvent the process, and the resistance to change requires a lot of learning and conviction and work culture modification. First thing I would like to say is organizational commitment to this change is very important. You need to be the leader, you need to be a persistent leader, you have to walk the entire way. So smart hospital, I'm not talking about some high-funda devices, big internet connections, fast connections, and doing some weird stuff. Actually, we are talking about very simple thing like rethinking the care process, re-evaluating and improving your management systems and infrastructure to modify your process of running the hospital and building a smart hospital. And it's always a work in progress. You can always be smarter than yourself at any point of time. And one more thing, I put this slide, don't be taken away, like there is no substitute for hard work. Smart work doesn't mean that we are just not doing hard work. Smart work just means that we are doing hard work in the right direction. And I believe that it will make a difference. And thank you for your patient listening. If you have some questions, we can do it now. Or
I have a comment on that thing about Internet of Things. I am an NABH assessor, and one of the assessments, OT scrub station water culture had come positive. But with so much of the data that was being collected, they had filed this positive result also and just kept it with the rest of it. Subsequently, surgeries were happening, at which point of time the surgeon was scrubbing with this coliform positive water and then coming into the OT. So the problem is there is too much of information, too much of data. And when you do a IoT kind of thing, you are able to set limits. Let us say your temperature requirement is 21 plus or minus 3. That is what is NABH requirement. As long as it is 21 plus or minus 3 degrees centigrade, this will not trouble you. This will not escalate. You can then have a system whereby it will go to the facility manager or the maintenance person at the first level. But if there is a recurrence, you can then have it escalated from the facility manager to in charge, or if it is a small unit, single individual hospital, then it can escalate to the owner proprietor. So as long as things are moving in the right direction, these devices will not trouble you. Only those things that need to come to your attention will come to your attention. Today, my staff bring a sheaf of papers, 25, 30 of them every month. Sir, this is water culture report, air culture report, and surface culture report. You have to look at each of them. If you're busy, you miss. Some assessor sometime will catch you. However much you concentrate, all these mundane routine activities will create a potential for human error. So having this automated will ensure that human energy is directed to things that need attention, that need focus. Rest of it can be ignored.
The point is well taken, sir. One more thing is that I think you can have a system of increasing the accountability within the employees. Like if one person is not doing a particular job assigned to him within a turnaround time, actually there can be alerts going to the superior, and then you can actually solve the problem also.
Yeah. So like for example, the wait time. Now let us say one individual staff in your hospital or consultant in your hospital, you notice that the patient's wait time for that individual is very high. But if at that time you are able to see that the person is occupied with another patient, that is a justified wait time.
Right.
Okay. But if the person is not occupied at that point of time and the patient wait time is high, then you can have an alert coming to you saying that there is something, this needs to be investigated. Okay. So a floor manager could look at what your optometrist is doing at that point of time, or your medical superintendent can look at what is happening to the consultant concerned. But so all huge amount of data is there. The data needs to be taken in the context of not just one isolated thing, but in the larger picture. So wait times in the context of, is the person busy or not? Very simple example.
Okay. In this context, I would like to invite Dr. Matthew Kurian to present his next topic on data analytics. Thank you.